warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera kepada hadirin yang dimuliakan. Rekan-rekan menteri, kalau sudah lihat dari kehadiran ramai menteri menunjukkan keyakinannya kepada Pulau Peniaga dan tahniah kepada ACCCIM. Dato' Ibrahim, Presiden Gabungan Dewan Perniagaan dan Perindustrian Cina Malaysia, Menteri Timbalan Menteri dan juga Zuljaya Tinggi dan Duta dan juga hadir yang juga menunjukkan bahawa negara-negara asing juga turut mengikuti perkembangan negara kita dan peranan ACCCIM selama ini yang membantu menjana pertumbuhan yang meyakinkan. Saya tentunya rasa gembira dan mewakili rakan-rakan menteri dan menteri yang hadir. Terima kasih atas kesudian Dato' Eng Ping dan Dato' Kuasa ACCCIM yang mengajukan majlis, dan tentu dalam majlis mengambil peluang untuk kemukakan satu dua isu yang memaksa Perdana Menteri respon. Dan tetapi hari ini ada majlis Hari Raya Cina dan kita sambut meriah di merata pelosok negara ini, menunjukkan semangat perpaduan, persahabatan, dan dalam hampir semua majlis perayaan kita lihat walaupun tajaannya masyarakat Cina tapi sambutannya oleh semua kaum. Dan ini saya ucapkan satu tahniah kepada rakyat Malaysia yang merangkul Ketua Lai Ping, Aceh Hao, orang Pulau Pinang dia panggil Pak Choi. Senang dalam ukiat ni, kita besar dalam dunia ukiat, tapi kalau di Kuala Lumpur ni look dengan dia pesan saya bagi bahasa yang baik sikit. Jadi Sin Yen Kuai Le, Sin Yen Hao, Nien Nien Hao. Pagi tadi Kepaduli Yang Maha Mulia dan Tuan Agung merasmikan Parlimen dan membentangkan beberapa angka kejayaan kita dari sudut pertumbuhan ekonomi dan jumlah pelaburan yang meningkat, tumpuan semikonduktor, data center dan digital, AI. Usaha-usaha kita dalam bidang transisi tenaga dari Bakar ke Pasir Gudang ke Sarawak, usaha-usaha CCS dengan minat yang bertambah. Dan semalam dalam perbincangan dengan Dr. Taksin yang saya lantik sebagai penasihat pada fungsi ASEAN, juga dihadiri oleh rakan saya mantan Menteri Singapura George Yu. Kita tumpu beberapa hal tuju penting sebagai pandangan nasihat kepada saya bagaimana nak bawa ASEAN ke depan. Politiknya stabil, keadaan yang aman, hubungan dengan negara luar baik, ada yang lama dengan Amerika Syarikat, Eropah, dan berkembang pesat dengan negara Cina kerana peranan Cina yang lebih strategik dari segi geopolitik dan juga ekonomi. Tumpuan kepada isu tenaga, peralihan tenaga atau tenaga baru, termasuk yang disebut ASEAN Energy Grid, dari negara dulunya Indo-China ke Thailand, ke Malaysia, Singapura, ke Batam, Indonesia, dari Sarawak, Sabah ke selatan Filipina. Jadi tumpuan kita itu ialah menjadikan Malaysia pusat penting dan rantau ini dengan pelaburan yang sangat tinggi sekarang dalam bidang tenaga sahaja. Dan kemudian tentu kita bincang soal digital, masuk blockchain. Belum ada keputusan pertama, tapi Malaysia mesti bersedia berbincang dan pemimpin-pemimpin kabinet pemerintah mesti ambil sikap terbuka, mesti keluar daripada pemikiran kepompong lama. Apa sahaja yang mungkin yang boleh menjadikan Malaysia ini negara maju, tidak ketinggalan, kita mesti cari jalan. Dan seperti mana yang saya sering tekankan, kita tidak punya semua jawapan, maka kita harus memanfaatkan golongan akademik, pakar-pakar di luar. Dan yang penting, ada orang seperti yang saya sebut, keperluan gabungan dewa-dewa perniagaan Malaysia, Cina, Melayu, India, Sabah, Sarawak, mendapatkan pandangan mereka bagaimana sebagai satu pasukan kita bekerja cari jalan untuk tingkatkan lagi. Mau jadi pemimpin yang berkesan, apalagi negara Malaysia yang berbagai rencam ini, kepentingan harus kita dengar, manfaatkan pandangan-pandangan mereka. Jadi saya memberi jaminan kepada Tuan dan Datuk Kuasa, kita akan ambil serius pandangan-pandangan yang dikemukakan oleh semua sektor. Tentunya kita tidak boleh tinggalkan miskin, miskin bandar, petani, nelayan, peternak, kebun. Tapi untuk bencana pertumbuhan ekonomi yang lebih segar, peranan peniaga-peniaga berusaha dan dewan-dewan perniagaan sangat penting. Jadi saya harap Datuk Kuasa induk yang cuba saya wujudkan dalam masa singkat itu dapat penyertaan dan sumbangan yang lebih berkesan dari rakan-rakan. Now I'm stressing the importance of the entire team, the effort of political leaders, government ministers in particular, with the private sector, academicians, the professionals and the experts in various fields, and clearly the chamber as well, and your team has an important role to give your views because of not only the uncertainties, but to ensure that we become the dynamo to propel the economy, attract investments, and ensure that we give our best. These adjustments are necessary. Well, they say because of the recent pronouncements by President Donald Trump, not necessarily so. In the economic term, there's always phases where there is this necessity to undertake some measures, changes, new technology. The AI dictate and demand us to make major adjustments in the entire system, education. Now we talk about data center and AI, slow change in education, nothing in the public health sector, or no new incentives to allow Malaysia to become more attractive as a investment destination, that it will not work. So it is more a systemic approach that requires the thinking, the expertise, the input of all. So what I'm trying to suggest is to appeal to all to give your best, because this is an opportunity. Not always that political leadership takes a very open, liberal view to accept, to learn from one another, and to be considered to be part of this big team. And geopolitical conditions, other than AI, again dictate us to make the necessary adjustments. I've always felt we must start at home, which means political system, the issue of governance, all that need to be done to ensure that we are efficient, we have clarity and correct policies, we have to do. Don't talk about problems outside. There are some issues that is beyond us, are somewhat unsurmountable, not within our means and capacity. But there are. What are those? The correct policy prescriptions. Are we making the right emphasis, focus on energy transition? Are we taking major measures to ensure that the digital transformation is working? Is AI going to give us the benefit? And are we prepared in terms of our educational strategy, our focus, our disbursement of funds, our training that can make us really an effective nation in terms of utilizing this new technology? Well, these are all issues that we need to hear, and then at a fast pace take it up and make the necessary change. We don't have the luxury of time. We are not living in the 60s or 70s. And geopolitical dictates are sometimes beyond us. But the domestic policies and economy can be our major focus. I'm not saying that we can act independently, oblivious to the changes. No. But there are areas that we need to improve, including our level of efficiency, the fast track of approvals, cleaning up the mess, ridding the country of corruption and these abuses of commissions, making sure that decisions are made transparently. These things are within our means, and it takes the effort, the resolve of all of us. And that's why I'm suggesting again, both bureaucrats and the business community and academia, together with political leaders, to consider ourselves this new team of making this major breakthrough to ensure that Malaysia emerge as a very important economy, all within our means, accepting the fact that we are, relatively smaller country. But we have that capacity. I was very pleased, for example, with the exchanges that we have. We continue. With China, of course, excellent. Even with the United States, we will continue to engage. Contrary to some views, they were not. No, we are ambassadors here. And in Europe, exceptional reception that we received. They agreed to proceed with this fast-track FTA with the EU, which was certainly out of question in the last few years. With the UK, we had an excellent meeting with Prime Minister Keir Starmer, concluded FTA with the UK, which means that their investment, our investment there, will benefit immensely through this sort of facilitation by the trade agreements. That we will do, we will continue to do. And Tahun mentioned the idea to be promoted to have ASEAN GCC with Chinese presence, and we are now thinking of opening up to allow participation of other countries, including the United States, the European Union. But the focus is, of course, the region. The region means ASEAN and our neighbors. And because of the reception and the friendship shown by China, we are reciprocating as great, trusted friends. You have seen, for example, the visit by Premier Li Qiang and the commitments that they give. Of course, we as a nation would welcome that. And I must thank again the ACCCIM for all your support. Then Tan Sri, sorry. That's salah sebut marah. For making sure that the visit was a success. I remember meeting him afterwards, and he tend to remind me, said, Prime Minister Anwar, I'm so pleased with the visit, and I think it was a great visit, and the friendship shown by Malaysians. It's something that's close to my heart. In fact, he told me that I even shared this with my wife and my daughter, which is rare for leaders to share unless they really feel that it was really a successful and great visit. I mean, this is done successfully because not only government efforts, thank you, my cabinet minister did their best and the government servants of bureaucrats did their best, but because of the commitment and support by the chamber. So, secretary, again. But do a bit more. It's not always that the Prime Minister can praise you, so you better make sure that you do it. Okay. Now, you raised 2 points, but I think there is some confusion. The first is on the issue of CPT, the transfer, the electricity rate. It's not 40%, no. The 6-month review is based on the current price. So I do think it would be, to a large extent, cumbersome or disadvantage to the community. So we're prepared to listen. The decision is to make something which needs to be done because the prices has to rise according to the capacity in the past at a particular period, but it certainly is not to be. That's why I just checked with Zafrul in case I get the facts wrong. Certainly it is not the case. I think there was some confusion because the way the announcements were made. But this was corrected. It is not the case. Slight increase, okay. I mean, don't sikit, bayar sikit lah. Yeah. Otherwise, how do I improve the education quality? How do I help the poor? How do I improve the roads? How do I then improve the medical faculties, medical services through some minor tax to the companies? Small, don't worry. Okay. The other thing is about the levy. The foreign workers levy must be done. But there was some confusion that it's going to be cumulative, 2 and then 4 and 6. No. So we kept it at 2%, which is very, very minimal. The initial proposal was 12. And the cabinet did consider the appeal by the chambers. So we just kept it at 2. And we will stay on for some time until things are much better than the tour and the silo register hundreds of millions or billions of profit, then we increase to 4. But for now, we keep it at 2 and let us move with that sort of a decision. And there's no worry about having it cumulative. Unless Stephen Sim feels strongly to increase, otherwise we'll keep it at that rate first. But I must appeal to you also because the demands are more. For example, education. As you know, I've been talking about digital energy transformation. If we don't have new faculties, new training, and they require enormous sums of money. You see in the past, United States or Europe or China, what they have done. Focusing on these centers of excellence. That requires not only government funds, but also huge private sector investment. But I agree with you, whatever is necessary need to be done to facilitate business, including SMEs, will do our best. So sekali lagi saya ucap terima kasih. Saya tak mau lebih daripada itu, kalau tak approve kan dia tak pergi makan. Jadi saya ucap terima kasih. I mean, you have been very helpful. Saya